A long week it has been. Oh my word. To even begin to tell you what a long week it has been would be a lot. So, in light of that, in place of that, instead of that, I think we're just gonna play something. So the music may belie something that I'm very excited about. Emberward got a surprise update. Let's we'll bring it up here, and then I'll hit the record button. I'm going in completely blind here. So the developer of Emberward has not given us any information about what this update is, but apparently there may be a new map. So without further ado, let's dive in and check out the Misty Graveyard. A graveyard deep in the Misty Forest. Scouts have reported strange happenings. I like it. 'Tis the freaking season. So let's, oh. The peaceful Misty Graveyard is swarmed by monsters. Adventurers coming to help must use rewards earned in battle to strengthen their defenses. Do your best to fend off the attacks. Okay, so no character select here. We get to choose a reward. I think we like Laser Tower right now. But this is feeling like a bit of a okay, so we have to be very cautious here, I would say. I'm gonna be a little careful here. It's 7 skeletons. I think we can do it here. So I'm gonna save our money for the moment, and I'm gonna be a little conservative with our building. Maybe we could have done this without the tower at all. Okay, well. You live and you learn, it would seem. All right, I've chosen to go down this path, so it looks like we're going down this path. I like the dark grip, but I feel like this lines up really well with what we have going on. Now, the idea that we have enough... Hey, thank you for the follow, Jezza. Welcome on in. The idea that we can be too aggressive with our building is... I do not have good grounds to assume that, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, like, 2 of these and 2 of those, and we're going to hope that that's enough. It looks like it should be, and I think I'm going to start discarding things, because, like, at the moment, there's no wave counter, and I know that the developer has been working on... an endless mode, so I'm going to guess that this is an experiment in the realm of endless shenanigans. And to that end, I think that the maze that we build is going to be very important. Gonna hit the overcharge there, just so that that's lingering into the next. So it seems like we're only getting towers all the time here. Of all the towers we could get at the moment, Arcane Tower is very, very strong. I think we have good AoE. So Axe Tower is strong, Arcane Tower is strong. I think Arcane Tower is the more generic. Oh my word, okay. Let's see. What do we got here? So we can get Lightning Conductor, which is your electric towers have a chance to do 20% damage and summon a lightning charge, but randomly spawn 20 corrupted tiles on the field. The attack speed of all existing towers on the field -20, but randomly spawn 10 buff tiles. Or obtain 2 relics. All monsters' movement increase in speed by 50%. I think 2 relics could be really good for us. So... what do we get? We got Mystic Gauntlet and Scepter of the Elements. I do not think that's what we needed in our life. But I guess beggars can't be choosers, as it were. I mean, they can, but in my experience, it doesn't end well. Trying to decide if I'm being too precious with the building. There's certainly like a balance to be had here. I guess I should look at my deck. For now, I'm going to let these go. I'm going to do that. I think some upgrades could be in order. Watching some of your Emberward videos and enjoy your content. Just finished my second run on the Misty Graveyard. Also, I know you like some challenge runs. I did Heroic Desert Poison Dart only run earlier, and it was a nice challenge. Oh, thank you for the recommendation, Jazz. Appreciate it. Seeing a Necromancer this early feels a little spicy. We may need to be a bit more aggressive. I'm trying to decide if I think we're going to see... In fact, we're seeing a lot of Necromancers, aren't we? Definitely should have overloaded the Lightning Tower that I invested in, but I think we're stabilized. That was a lot of Necromancers. That wave could have caused some problems. Hey, Stakes! Happy Friday to you, too. Oh, Overcharged Battery we know is good. Static Chalker we know is good. Static Shocker gives us more single target, so I'm gonna go with that. So the hard thing right now is I need to get through this gap. Do we need to build more? I kind of want to save these square pieces. I think an Ancient Guardian already. That's a lot to think about. All right. I don't think we've built enough. This is going to be interesting. And we may end up leaking the Ancient Guardian. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I think so. I think the Ancient Guardian it doesn't survive, but this is a little spooky. It's going to be a little close. I guess that's very on theme for us here. Okay, well. That wave was feeling a bit touch and go. So, Arcane Scepter. When arcane damage crits, the target monster will randomly gain one of these effects. We know Giant Dice Tower is just a good option, but I think Boulder Tower is pretty good here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here so we can do something like that. We have a lot of money to spend, so I think we need to be a little aggressive here. I think... Like, I think we will die this time if we don't get a bit more good stuff going, as it were. I also need to let the dog in. So, I'm going to let the clock tick for a second, go let in the dog, and then we'll do it. BRB. All right. Mission accomplished. We will battle onward. A little scary on that stun, not gonna lie. But I think we're okay. We do have another Broodmother to deal with, though. At least one more? I'm also curious what these spectral enemies are necessarily doing. The music is great. Balanced circuit. Interesting. Drawing is cheaper. Could be good. I think we're early enough that drawing is cheaper is good. Okay. Critical hit rate of all existing towers on the field is 20%. You'll be attacked by wolves in the next 3 rounds. That seems like a very minor thing for a pretty nice buff. Attack speed of all existing towers increased by 15. The range of all existing towers, minus 20. That's bad. Or randomly spawn 10 elemental buffs. All monsters deal double damage to the fire source the next 3 rounds. This is also good. But I think this is quite good for very little downside. So I'm going to go with that. This looks like a great tile to get. As does this, because this closes that up. Hey, in Lustrous, this week was absolute murder in Lustrous. I don't even know how else to explain it. This was a rough week, to be sure. Let's see. So I think we'll do that. I'm not going to bother closing this up right now. I think we're okay. But we have some money. But yeah, new endless mode just dropped for Emberward and Lustrous. So I'm pretty excited about that. Trying to decide how safe or not safe we are at the moment. Feeling pretty okay, though. Do you think this type of game mode is something the devs should continue investigating? I haven't played enough yet, JD, to have like a really strong opinion, but I mean, so far I really like what I see. Like, I'm into it. Does this fit? Does that, if that closes up there, I don't really want to do that there. Okay. Gosh, when they said they were going to add wolves to the next waves, I didn't expect quite this many. They just keep coming. They actually just keep coming. Maybe that was the last wolf. Stress has been in the air this week. Yeah, I did not realize all the things that I was coming into. Ooh, we got new landmine tower just dropped. Static shocker means drone tower is also of interest, but I want to try out landmine tower. Let's see. I can put this here and save the dot piece for the moment. Save the cheerleader, save the universe. Is that the way it goes? I'm still trying to keep a very conservative... Like, I want our spiral to be strong. We can't afford these W pieces. Causes 1.5 second stun effect on explosion and plus 20 damage. Let's get some stunnery in the house. I think that... Let's take a look at our damage right now. Lightning Tower is doing a lot of work, but we haven't dropped very many Arcane Towers, which are now going to be doing a lot more work, and I will probably do some range upgrades on them, because they're now dropping debuffs, so we like them. Biggest downside for you is performance. I made it to wave 60 and your potato PC was crying. Oh no. That is I'm afraid of what will happen to us. Let's see. Am I in danger? I chuckle. I think I might be. I think we might be okay though. Boulder towers are doing incredible work. But it's really hard to see. I think so. I'm just always, and we had a fresh reboot. Oh man, somebody made it in? Damn. All right, we're down a health. Mystic Gauntlet being one of the pickups that we got was not great for us. I guess it will never trigger again, so it won't totally ruin us, but I would have liked to have saved that for a while. I literally can't see what's going on in the middle here to even know when we're about to leak. The FPS turn off damage numbers. Okay, that's good. That's a good tip. Frost Venom. With the right options, Frost Venom feels really good. I think we take Frost Venom looking for, like, that's a bit of an opportunistic pickup, I recognize, but I think it's worth it. I really need 2 dot pieces for here and here. I think I'm gonna hold out for, well, at least 1 dot piece. We can do that. We're gonna wait on a dot piece there, which means we can do that. I didn't plan anything out, which is always a little dangerous. Frost Elementals are not going to be kind to our current configuration. I will own that. I'm also wondering when we're going to see more towers. Like, are we... Because I do feel like a Poison Drip, now that we have Frost Venom, would go real hard. I guess I should have drawn these and at least figured out what we could do there. The stuns are unfortunate, for sure. I think I'm going to do that. Try and avoid another leak. Because it doesn't seem like we're getting a lot of chests. Planning to just add some arcane towers just because we're pooling some money right now. And I'd rather not wait until the end, since we're gonna get a lot more maze here shortly, but we have wolves that are coming in. We got these big guys that are, I don't think that guy's dying before he, yeah, he's going in. Ooh, damn. All right. Yeah, I won't be in the last spell beta test, but I'm excited for what is coming to the last spell in Lustrous. Excited for the new APOC levels, potentially. That was a nasty hit. So our first run, I mean, Sniper Tower helps out a lot. Dart Tower helps out with Snare, though. I think it's Sniper Tower. Okay. Attacked by a swarm of spiders in the next round. We have pretty good AoE. 10 buff tiles could be good. Attack speed of all existing towers plus 15. All monsters deal double damage to the fire source the next 3 rounds. This has no long-term issue. Ban the last tower you have for the next 5 rounds. I don't love that. 3 rounds of doubling fire source is either going to kill us or not kill us. This is the insightful commentary you come to the channel for, I know. Let's see. I noticed on your Chrono Traveler run that you had trouble recalling tiles in time. I just noticed today that there's an option in the settings where you can recall with just right-click instead. Right mouse button recall. Holy cow. What an awesome tip. Thank you. Thank you for that tip. That's we love that kind of thing around these parts. Let's see. So if I do we can do something like that, but we really need to get this closed off. All right. We do have an unlock, so maybe I just put something here so that I can like get one of these going and put one of these here to get one of these going. That Frost Elemental is going to be gnarly. This whole wave actually is just looking mighty spicy. Having a little bit of a hard time reading how bad it is for us, but that's a lot of regen dudes. Like, Overload's not going to help us here, so... Yeah, I think this is the end of our first run here. What's our biggest threat right now? Yeah, it's that guy. Almost stopped that guy, but he did 10 damage and this guy kills us. All right, cool. Well, that was a good first run, I will say. 116 with only hammers and arcane towers. I like the cut of their jib. All right, well, we gotta go back to the drawing board. I don't think we had great tower draws there. All right, we have a spooky update we're trying right now. Misty Graveyard. We're gonna go for another run. This is the endless with a leaderboard type of affair. We'll go Axe Tower right off the cuff, I think. Now, let's take a moment to think maze-wise. So, like, we can put a path there and a path there. We can put a path here, a path here, a path here, but we end up with one extra tile there. The graves over here, 2, 3... They kind of interfere with that. And then over here. So over here, I think we have the most to work with. So I think let's make the entrance over on this side. So to that end. We can do something like that to start. And then our biggest... Well, for seven skeletons... Oh man, that right click to recall is clutch. For 7 skeletons, I think we just hold off. Let's do our cheap draws and then chill. I think our flame can do the work. We saw very few chests on the last run. I wonder if the chests are seated or what, because I think we got a chest on the first one last time as well. Frost Tower? Is that really... I mean, Dice Tower has, like, general value. Does our deck not have a dot piece in it this time? It does not. It's gonna be tough without dot pieces to fill in some of these gaps. So wait a second. What was my plan here? So we want them to go over, hold on. We want them to go over this way, this way. This way, this way, this way, this way. This way, this way. Okay. Yeah, the pieces you get do seem to be pretty important, is what I will say. Like, I can do that, and I can do that to try to at least get us going slightly in the right direction, but with no dot piece to place here, what the heck is the plan? What was my plan? We may have bungled this one from the get-go. See, if I unlock you, can we do better? Not really. I don't think. And yet I do it, but it's not pretty, but maybe this will carry us through like one more wave and give me some time to roll ones. That's really what I want to do. I mean, I should have just left it, but all right, we'll build that, and we will hope that that is sufficient to hold off the forces of evil. And then I should have waited to draw on that one. I'm gonna discard some of these so we can draw at the end of the next round. But our current plan is very much hinging on finding like 2 dot pieces that we can't draw into. We have no artifacts yet. Arcane Missile is just, I think, better. Randomly freeze 5 blocks on the field. Draw 2 extra cards at the beginning of each round. Randomly spawn 15 freeze corruption tiles on the field. All monsters' movement speed increased by 15%, but we get critical hit. This seems good. But maybe we let it freeze stuff. It's not a big deal for us. When you kill a monster, the charge effects of all monsters within 6 tiles increase by 50%. Getting specific items is good, but I think more crit is probably useful. And then I think we have to do something like this, and I wish upon wishes that we could do anything. Like, I think for the time being, this is like a little awful, but I think we do that. And then money-wise, yeah, it was definitely without question a mistake to get our one good dice tower aligned on a straightaway where we wanted to be putting other things, but... And then I think I'm just going to spam some of these to just try and get a little more value. Keep discarding these. I feel like we're okay on this one. I feel like the axes are really going to carry nicely for anything that's spawned by the necromancers. We don't have anything for Frost Venom to operate on. When arcane damage hits chilled, that's very hard to make work for us right now. 5 or more types. Basically, we have arcane and nothing else. I think we take Frost Venom and we hope. I don't love being in the business of blind hope, but I also struggle with imagining us getting much more value than that. Let's see what we get here. A dot piece would be, like, exceptionally exciting. For now, we'll put this here with the plan of recalling it. Put those two down. We'll open this sucker up. Our maze doesn't look terrible. Do we ever prefer a dice tower over an arcane tower? Probably not. Like we want axe towers on all our corners. I think, and we should probably... There's probably a time to get some fire rate upgrades on them. We sort of need a tower that's going to have some defining characteristics here. I need to use some of these, or, you know, this is a use it or lose it type of situation. Okay. We know Thunder Tower is good. No rerolls in this mode is a bit tough. We'll do that, and then this is the piece that I wanted for here, but then we need a dot piece there to kind of finish things out. We're getting good axe placements, I will say. Need to get that Broodmother rocked quickly here. Nice, okay. Yeah, Lighting Tower I think is going to do some good work. You know, I'm really excited about the leaderboards because if they remain accurate, I think we're going to learn a lot about the way that people play the game, which is always super exciting to me. Wave 61 YF? That is impressive. Well done. I think Rusty Telescope here. I only played once, and I think I was on wave 12 so far, but I think it goes on forever. Build cost of towers increased by 10%. Monsters' movement speed increased by 15% permanently, but the range of all towers increased by 20%. or draw 2 extra cards at the beginning of each round. All monsters deal double damage to the fire source for 3 rounds. This one has no long-term downside. So if we think we're safe, this one could be good. But I don't think I care too much about drawing cards. I'm gonna go with this one. We have to pick something. And then we're gonna do that to improve it. This is the new endless mode burrito. Let's see. A dark grip is almost worth just grabbing, I feel like. Do I think a gold rune is probably worth more long term than the alternative? So maybe I'll do something like that. And then if I do this, I can get another one of these down. With another red upgrade. I'd love to get fire rate upgrades on most of our axe towers, which are, by the way, all now significantly better. And then I think I'm planning to put something there. So I'm going to pre-place a few tiles in appropriate locations just to get them out of my hand. And overcharging this early might have been a mistake, but I think we get a lot of money out of it. So I think it might be worth. That getting stunned was an unfortunate side effect, but I think we're going to get... I think that gold rune could be a pretty powerful grab for us early. And the axe towers are probably doing a ton of damage. Thanks to... I guess that's not due to a buff that we got, right? The increase that they're getting is because of Rusty Telescope, and we need to make sure that they stay distant. But yeah, we're still learning the ropes. This is run number 2 for us, and it has my attention. Oof. Kind of feels like none of these, if I'm being honest. But of them, I think Lasso might be interesting. There we go. So you can put that like that. We can do that like that, and then send... Hold on. So, pathing-wise, this area here needs to be closed off as part of this loop. So we should probably do something like that, and something like this, if we can work it. No, that we're losing a lot. We're ceding a lot of ground. Wow, that is bonkers. That's hilarious. I think that means you win, though. I just wanna throw that out there. That I think you get an official badge of honor for winning at the point where the game decides to glitch that hard. That is very, very impressive, and I look forward to seeing you on the leaderboards as well. That's serious business. Oops, hold on 1 second here. Right. Apparently, I've forgotten how to do that. Never mind. Let's see if I unlock this. Does a 5 long go? A 5 long does bridge that, so I think I want to do that. And then I think I'll do that. I would love to get something. Yeah, this is good because we get that from Rusty Telescope. And that's a Rusty Telescope boon as well. We can do one of those. Few mobs with negative health. That is that's gonna rain on anyone's parade, I figure. All right, I'm gonna do another one of these so we can get another one of these going. And then what is our... We probably don't mind doing that. Yeah, we'll leave it as that for now. What do we get out of this, though? Do we need a dot piece? I feel like we need a dot piece. Actually, I think we're doing more okay than I thought we were going to be doing on dot pieces. Hey, Tylordus, thank you so much for the kind words. It's always amazing to hear from people that are excited about the games that I'm playing. It's become a bit of a challenge as of late for me to find time to play in recent times, but it does not change the fact that I really enjoy it. I'm gonna set this one on least progress just in case we need to pull people. But the axe towers are doing work right now. They really added an endless mode, Wise Tamarin. Indeed, they did. The dev of this game is a beast. Elemental Dice feels pretty clutch right now. That means we have two towers, or we have two draws that can... we have two draws that will give us snare from dice towers, which is pretty cool. So I wanted to get good axe tower coverage here, because like our axe tower corners are not messing around. So I want to make sure we keep getting those going. And I think it is okay if we take a moment here. I want to keep this dot piece. I'm waiting for... We could actually toss a 2 size here. I do want to start spamming out some dice towers in places where they are not negatively impacting other things, right? Adjacency is not our friend anymore. But elemental dice is potentially going to be clutch. We could put this... If we put this here, we can do another axe tower there and an axe tower there. I think that's worth it. I don't want to... This lightning is adjacent. This lightning is not. This lightning is adjacent. So this is the only one that's getting the damage bonus. The lightning towers, I don't care about adjacency that much. I don't think. This is going to be interesting. The lasso tower just did some pretty good work against that frost boy. But the fact that he isn't quite dead is rather unfortunate. I'm trying to decide if we're in any danger. He's about to walk by our lightning towers, which is pretty not great for business. Yeah, this is happening now. We're gonna start yanking people. Hopefully. Okay, Okay, we got the Frost Elemental. That's good. Wasting a Dark Grip doesn't feel great, but... I probably put that just as the Frost Elemental was about to come into range, which is unfortunate. Yeah. Not a great overload target there. But look at these freaking axe towers. Crushing it. I don't like any of these. Earthquake towers. I mean, I know people have had good luck with them. We have Frost Venom, so I'm going to take Decimate. We attacked by a swarm of spiders for the next 3 rounds. Attack speed of all existing towers plus 15. 3 rounds of spiders. We can either handle it or we can't. But if we can't, we deserve to lose? Question mark? That might be a little harsh. I'm going to do that, and I'm gonna take back this dot piece to do that. That's potentially a little greedy. This just needs to go away. I don't want this here. That's exactly the piece that I wanted for here. So that's cool. we love it when that happens. And then even though these will lose range bonus, I think it's still worth it. And I'm just gonna do some F upgrades on those. I know that's potentially not the best way for us to spend our current resources, but it's certainly an easy one for me to kind of visualize. Can we get a Decimate tower going? Where would we want to put it? There's kind of, oh, there's a weird spot over here actually that is like primed and ready to go. And then I think I want the cloud upgrade. So we'll just wait for the cloud upgrade. Because that's going to slow everybody down. And I think we shred spiders in a most vicious way. I love this Broodmother just getting absolutely thrashed. The dice towers are slightly less attractive now because I think the Decimate tower is going to keep things pretty nicely snared up. But yeah, Rusty Telescope plus Axe Towers is a surprisingly large boon. Now we do have a Broodmother, I think, that we just popped there, which is a little scary. But looks like we're okay. Hey, Will Game. Yeah, this was a very stressful week for me, and my fiance is out and about right now, so it is late, but it is the perfect moment. That's the best that I can say. Vengeance there doesn't seem to be a way to regain health, so I don't think that Vengeance statue is that attractive. We've already got Snare on lockdown. This only activates once. At the end of each turn, discard all blocks in your hand and draw the same number. This is good. Adaptive Blueprint is good enough, I think. We certainly have use for an Arcane Rune. We are struggling just a tiny bit with these graves. Absolutely, Will Game. They are a great escape. They're a great way to reduce one's stress and all that other good stuff. All right, even though this is not an efficient use of these, I'm gonna I'm gonna go this way with it, and then this one's a tough one. Because, like, I can do... For now, I can do this. One thing I need to get, or one thing I would like to get... I should not be so demanding of the universe. I would love to get a... What was I thinking I would love to get? A drill tower would be pretty freaking cool. Drill tower would be pretty cool because there's a lot of... We're incurring a lot of, like, maze design debt that I would love to deal with. For arcane missile towers, the ones in the center here, I think the R upgrade is my go-to. In fact, I think the R upgrade might be across the board. So we'll get all those, and then our axe towers are Fs, so let's make sure they're upgraded. That, my friends, was the wrong button. Okay, but looking good. We can put another dice tower there. And what's going in this 2x2 slot? And do we have any... We're kind of close here. If I do this, we can do another poison gas cloud. We do have something we have to work around there with a corrupted tile. Which probably means we're going to do something like that, but I'm not sure exactly how we want to do that yet. All right. And then these powerful shots are fine without being like, we need to start with this. So I'm gonna spend those. But yeah, our maze is pretty respectable, I think. The swarms of spiders, they are high HP. I will give the game that. And we have a lot of... We have a lot of broodmothers still, like, in the mix here. The lasso tower's doing a good job, though. It's really a lot of spiders. I gotta say. Call me old-fashioned, but like the swarm of spiders downside is not messing around. This is a really tough choice. Missile Tower is just so incredibly flexible. Lava Tower is not, unfortunately. Cannon Tower is good, but I think we have enough spammable one slaughters. So I think it's Missile Tower. I think that fits the best there. And then that blocks off that well. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna see what we can do. I guess we put one there. They're relatively cheap. I think it's still worth doing this, and then better ice coverage feels like it may be the best option that we have at our disposal. Is that worth putting there? I kind of feel like we can put a different piece there. But maybe the next best thing is that, which is not that great. We do have a lot of maze building potential in the cards that we've currently drawn. All right, that was approximately the piece that I was looking for. And then I don't know how we get around this corner. This torch feels a little awkwardly placed. And what I may do... This may be a little ridiculous, but I think I'm going to do... something like that. And really front load the entrance to our maze with a lot of ice so that we have control. I think eventually we're going to end up selling the dice towers, is my intuition. These axe locations may be a little unnecessary because they're only hitting 2. And then I would like I can just put something like this over here because I don't want that to get redrawn by adaptive blueprint. All right, so last time seeing the getting pain inflicted on us by a swarm of spiders. So hopefully we survive this unscathed. This would be a great wave to walk away from in one piece. Axe Tower still proving that one ought not underestimate it. I think we're doing quite well here. Things feel like they're getting a little dicey down here. Maybe not, though. We have very few relics at the moment, and our AoE is definitely like falling off a little bit. Do I need to do anything here? I probably am. Okay, I think we just barely... Wow, I think we just barely held that off. I thought we were way better off than we actually ended up being there. The more you learn. Weak spot radar. We critting? We're... Monsters stunned. Are we stunning? Right now, we're kind of not stunning. When a monster is simultaneously affected by burn, chill, and 50% charge. Do we have a source of burn? Only dice towers. Consume all and deal arcane damage equal to 50% of max health, 3% for bosses. Unstable Mixture is still like boss killing potential, so I think it's pretty good. Range of all towers by 20%. Randomly spawn 20 corrupted tiles. Attack speed plus 15. You'll be attacked by wolves. Wolves for the next 3 rounds with attack speed, I think, is better. Now, is there any way... I think we have to close this off. We can't actually sneak in here because we would need a tile here, which we can't do. Okay, so I shouldn't worry as much about closing this off, and I should probably just do something like that, and then... And then we'll push stuff around a bit more like this. I am very nervous about the sheer quantity of money that we have right now. Having a hard time spending it. Charge seems to become worthless at higher levels because the charge percentage becomes harder and harder to accumulate. Oh, interesting, Jez. Good to know. There's no new hero, Garcia, for the new update, unfortunately. Well, I mean, not unfortunately. There is a new area that we are currently exploring, and I guess maybe this was a bit of an error. Let's sell that because we can put. Not sure if this is worth, but a little more ice could be good. And then that's actually, ooh, that's a great placement there. At some point, we may need to give up on Rusty Telescope, if I'm being honest. Because I love Rusty Telescope at the moment. Like, it's doing amazing work. But at some point, we're going to find ourselves wanting to put things adjacent to each other, I think, probably. Any way for us to make this useful? The right draw might be able to help out with that. We can put something in the corner here. I wouldn't mind another lightning tower. Yeah, new area, and it's infinite. So, do we have upgrades to do? I just want to make sure I'm spending my money. So far, the waves on this run have been like way. I mean, easier is you know, like a good way to like guarantee that we're gonna get killed here on this particular wave. But like we haven't seen regen dudes, we haven't seen frost elementals yet, and we're already on wave 12. So there's a part of me that's like, is the enemy pool seeded here? Could be interesting. But yeah, I guess unstable mixture, if you can't get things to have Are we in danger right now? We're in danger in the sense that we have 4 of these guys coming in, but I think we're actually like really doing well on this one right now. If everything is stunned, what is the implication? Yeah, we're extremely good on this wave. But yeah, frost elementals right now would be absolutely decimating us. Well, none of these seem very good. Yeah, this is a bad draw for us. I mean, I can check really quickly. This here is indeed only going 3 tiles. Yeah, so adjacent towers includes diagonals. Okay, then I should just be filling in slots. Good call out, Jezza. That's surprising to me, but this will be quite a boon for us in terms of proccing stuff. Because, yeah, it looks... Okay, Rusty Telescope just took a rather significant hit in the tier list, it would seem. My plan right now is just to build a bunch of these, and then we will... we'll replace them as we go, but... Okay, what do we got going on here? So if I do that... I don't think that really helps us much. Now, I guess if we want to do that, we're going to have to go around like that anyways. And the same goes for that. We're going to have to do that instead. I would have thought that that adjacent was the cardinal directions. But clearly I know not what I speak of. So I'm watching for Cauldron to proc. So far it is not, I don't think. Let's take a moment here and try for the first time to hide damage numbers, just to see if that helps us to see what's going on. I missed them already. I like my big numbers. Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point. Yeah, so range 3. Good point. I like upgrading these inner ones to be arcane towers because they have a lot of range, which means their uptime is quite high. How many hit points do these guys have at the moment? 6,000? That's a lot of hit points. None of these are good. Drawing cards doesn't help us that much. Drawing cards doesn't help us that much. Building during combat does not help us. We're gonna grab Mystic Gauntlet. It only works once, so like the actual value that we will receive here is pretty dubious. And then we can't build there, which means that this is kind of like, this is kind of the end of the road for our maze building. I think at this point, instead, what I'm going to start doing is there any way that, well, I mean, I guess I can go, okay, I guess I need to take that back. I can start going this way with my maze building and pull these ones around. So we'll start building this way because we're not out of space yet. So I should be careful not to declare defeat too early here. Now that means that I don't think we're going to use up here anymore. So is there any way for me to get like a good 3x3 over here? I'm gonna do the +3 range because I'm worried that it's not gonna have a lot of influence otherwise. we are broke. You can use the 1x1 tombstones as tiles. You just can't build them white. You can build on top of tombstones? Oh my gosh. They do not look like you should be able to build on them. That's a good call out, Jazz. Maze is looking decent, right, Wyatt? I don't know if our artifacts are good enough to support a run like the run that you had, but like the maze is feeling good. Are there graves anywhere else? Because I feel like I haven't seen them before. But yeah, I think we did a good job with the maze. I think we're just okay. I'm not gonna stress. Yeah, I think when I'm thinking about the gravestones, I'm thinking about the last spell. Are these guys stunning more than once? Like, it seems like they're stunning every, like, 500 every, like, 500 health or something like that. Which would not be ideal. This is dangerous because I think there are a lot of guys close to it. But I'm getting really nervous about... we may need... Where's the least progressed? There you are. Do I need to... I think I need to... Yeah, I think I need a Dark Grip. Or we're not going to get it done. These guys have too much health. That was really entirely too close. Randomly freezing 5 blocks does not feel like a big deal. Randomly spawn 15 corrupted freeze tiles also doesn't feel like a big deal. But 2 treasure chests doesn't seem too transformative. Or gain 2 random 2x2 towers that can be built for free. I think we're going for 5 random blocks get frozen. I think that's going to be okay for us. Okay, there's like one there. That's fine. Okay. So that's all good. And what the heck are we doing? I guess we're doing this to push that back that way. Those corrupted tiles are in an obnoxious place, for sure. Let's see, we got a 2x2 slot here. I think it's fine to get another ice missile out. The ice missiles are doing more work than it appears. Okay, we're fine with that being how people are coming in right now. Ooh, I should have looked at what we had going on, but okay, this is a scary wave for us. With this guy having 12,000 hit points, this is definitely a scary wave. There's no way we're going to be able to burn him down, so this is going to be very unfortunate. Did I see a chest drop? I would I would take a chest. Let the record show. The healers are going to be such a problem. I don't know how. Like, I could focus fire them, but I think we're just going to get stung by other things. Oh, we did snag one with a lasso. That's a good thing, I think. The dice towers have picked up quite a bit of steam in terms of damage. Okay, not as bad as I was expecting it to be. I think we're okay. Right now I feel like we're gonna put a 5-piece here, I think, and probably switch these out for other things. I forgot, we still could really use a 2-piece right here. The end of our maze is a little suboptimal, but I don't think we've gotten a single dot piece yet. Gosh, that frost elemental took till now to get. Whew. Spicy. Okay, what do we got here? Monsters hit by Arcane Tower will take an additional 20% damage until the next time they are hit. We are doing a lot of arcaning. Your arcane damage no longer guarantees a critical strike on the top 80%, but is guaranteed at criticals on the bottom 40%. Do we care about early crits? I'm not sure. When arcane damage hits a chilled monster, deals an extra 30% damage shared amongst all monsters within 3 tiles. That is quite nice as well. We don't have... It's got to be one of these 3. I have a really hard time deciding which one. We have a lot of arcane damage, so this might be almost like a 20% increase, but we have no arcane AoE. So I don't think it's that one. No longer... So... Forbidden Grimoire, this is doubling the efficacy of Arcane's normal effect. And then this one is going to give us some more AoE, and we have decent chill. But we don't have Starfall, so it's Forbidden Grimoire here. I think. That was not an easy evaluation in my eyes. Wish they would release this game for Mac. I'm sure the developer would love to. It's, you know, I also, though, sympathize that it is, it's not easy to find the resources for what the dev has already done, let alone, you know, find the resources for, additional improvements. But, you know, my hope is that this game is successful enough that, and finds a large enough audience that, that can happen. All right, so I'm going to sell these. And then what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to do one of those. We haven't had a... We could use a decimator out here. We can't afford one, but I'm going to put one there. And what that means for me is... We're too broke, but we'll do that, and then as soon as we have the cash flow, we'll get a decimator here, because that's one of our better sources of chill. This is a wave comp that we haven't seen before in a while. For this, in fact, maybe never for this run. How much does that cost? 44 coins? I should probably start getting rid of some of these on the outside. We're not going to be able to utilize them. Having a dot piece in your initial draw, I think, makes such a massive difference. I'm also a little sad that you can't recruit anything in terms of tiles. This game isn't doing well. I don't see why. Great concept, executed well. No, I think it's doing well. I just, like, I just based it off the fact that I don't see a lot of other people playing it. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right places, but I'm open to being told otherwise. But I love it. Oh yeah, we do have enough now for this. Are we in danger? We're in danger. Those fast runner guys are always such a pain. We got them there, but that was they were a lot closer than they probably should have been. I want to turn damage numbers on just to see what things look like. The numbers look good. 3x3 tower for ice. It's coming. I'm sure it's coming. What do people think of the new landmine tower? I haven't had a chance really to play with it, but it seems exciting. Or at least interesting. Gotta hand it to Axe Towers. I mean, our Thunder Towers are slowly starting to be a bit more of a player in the space. But Dice Tower are doing a surprising amount of work too. And giving us access to all the elements, which is not to be underestimated. I can't. Can I can't. No, I can't do anything with that. This is going to be a little hard to... I guess I do that, right? Now, these I can build on, apparently. Which I think means... Wow. The fact that that works at all is miraculous. Why can't I build there? I can't build there because this is in the way. Can this go here? No, it's a little too long. I do think we need to just kind of keep on extending that outward, so I'm fine with that. And then I think there's a temptation just to kind of like do a little bit of work like that, just fill in some space. We got Werebeasts, we got Hornet Kings, Broodmothers. Broodmothers make me a little nervous. We haven't seen a chest in a very, very, very long time. I'm gonna put an Icicle Tower here. They do really well on damage runes, so I don't think it's good, but But yeah, I don't find the damage numbers going away. Like, you know, maybe from a lag perspective, it's a good thing, but like, I find them very soothing. I will also say the other reason that I feel like maybe this game hasn't found its audience quite yet is because Twitch hasn't really... I haven't seen the uptick in viewership on Twitch that I normally see with games that are kind of like ascending, as it were. Are we falling behind? I'm having a hard time, like, seeing. I may need to get rid of damage numbers just to see. I think these are mostly broodlings that are just kind of eking by. And they still have a long way to go. So maybe we're okay. I feel like a few relics could make, like, such a massive difference. But I'm also not entirely sure what relics I'd be looking for. We got some danger here. We need something that does percent damage. Since apparently unstable mixture we can't proc right now. Oh, we're definitely gonna take some damage here. I think. We have a Broodmother that's like way too close for comfort here. And we have failed to get it killed. Oh yeah, it's coming all the way in. Wow. Okay. Well, oh no, we got it. So it's just gonna be the broodlings. Yep. Do we have what's in here? I don't know. We're in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, we're dead. Wow. Well, that was a tough one. Wave 17. Yeah, there's a toggle for it now. Still pretty good. Yusuf, though, doing some work with hammers and arcane. I love that. Yeah, seeing Starfall there. Sniper would have been a nice one to pick up for going the distance. 253. We can do better. Yeah, that was just like we hit that wave and we were donezo. All right, we're playing with the new Endless Mode Misty Graveyard. Very cool addition to the game. Yeah, it was a good one for sure. It's gotta be Laser Tower, I think. Draws, we do have a dot piece, which I'm down with. I think. Do we have a straight? Ooh, no straight piece though. Is rough. I'd love to get a run where we get a drill early so that I can do a bit of like maze refinement. I think that would be super fun. Nope, can't switch your person. You are always the novice. Go all in on lightning? Just, you DM'd me on Discord. Let me check it out. There you are. Accepting a DM. Jez, if you're not already a member of the... That's a lot of arcane. Yep, that makes sense. Let's see. I mean, Arcane Missile Tower was doing a lot of work for us. For this wave, we will probably need a few things. I really want to get Drill Tower, though. With the new relics, Arcane is the way to go. I mean, it makes sense to me. It does just feel like... Yeah, I mean... I think I agree. I've had some very strong Arcane runs. It's just a question of, like, can we actually get the ones that we need? Randomly freeze 5 blocks. Sure. Yep. We'll take that. I'm building my maze a little more haphazardly this time, which I probably shouldn't do, but I don't think I have the blocks to support anything else. Because the problem is, even if we get a drill, we're still going to be, like, hurting a bit. I'm going to put one of those there, and then... I think we're better off going with arcane towers right now. Although, actually, I'm immediately going to change my mind on that one and get one of these that we can overload, because it is very good. Just in case. It's good for tearing folks down. So in case we need an overload target, I will grab that. Sure. Forbidden Grimoire is in the arcane space, if that's something we're in the market for. We're just, you know, getting those frozen early on, not a big deal. What is a big deal is, I wish I could rearrange these. It may sound silly, but I like having my towers in specific orders. This guy feels scary, honestly. Oh, I hate that healer did not get roasted fast enough. Hammer Tower seems like an interesting choice. I'm not gonna claim that it is the correct choice, but I don't know. There might be something to that. Is there a way that we can... You can rearrange when you have a pick. Oh, thank you. That is useful information. I'd like to see a relic that incentivizes discarding in some way. I think would be pretty cool. It's kind of a long bet on us getting Voodoo Doll to really make that start pumping value. One thing I think would be interesting to consider, and I'm not saying this is the direction the game should go, but making melee towers automatically resistant to stun, I think could be good for everyone involved. Debugging Encyclopedia, I think has more upshot than I necessarily give it credit. 100 coins, swarms. 15 attack speed, attacked by wolves, or corrupted tiles for 2 random relics. This could go really hard. I think this one, because it has a shelf life, is more advantageous. Hey, Shaferi. Life is good. How are you doing? What was this on? This is on an attack boost tile. It's unlikely that we'll get a hammer there that will be particularly effective, so I'm okay with leaving that, I think. That's probably fine too. If we get a dot piece, there's some value that we might be able to get out of that. I can't stress enough. I would love to get a drill. I think it would be super awesome. Oh, congratulations on the new gig. So we're lacking a bit of AoE here, aren't we? Arcane Missile Tower is doing a stupid amount of damage. Yeah, so here's my first feedback on this mode. Now that I've played it for a little bit, seen what it's all about, Okay, that's exciting. That we know that tower is good. We know that's good. Let's see, where can we put one that is minimally space wasty? We have a lot of space to work with over here. So there's a part of me that's like, we sell the 2 towers that are there, and this plus the dot piece can get us there, but I kind of want to use the dot piece over here because we're stuck on that. We sell all 3 and get the Starfall Tower on the damage rune. This feels like too large a lump to be creating. This didn't quite work out the way that I wanted it to. That, I think, is better. Actually, the dead zone there is a little rough. Maybe I want to be... Like, if I put it over here on this one, then we get good, better coverage, maybe? Maybe we still put one over here. I think the Starfall Towers are just good enough that even though they're potentially not in great places, I think we just need to get them out there. Losing part of our overload to that stun was a bummer, but I think we're fine. Yeah, so the lack of runes on this map feels bad, I think. That's a piece of feedback that I would give. Overcharged battery, anarchy core, lightning conductor, spark amplifier, or phoenix fire. It is the new endless mode. Anarchy core. All tower attacks is increased by 20, but they ignore your commands and attack random targets. If we're doing enough damage, do we care? I don't think we do. Do we care about do random elemental types work well for us here? I don't think they work super well. I'm gonna go red upgrades here. That's what my gut is telling me. I see you had a Jezza, you had a few blue ones in your mix. We do have to make sure that we're getting good shield out there. Blue ones near the spawn for trash mobs. That's smart. So our maze is significantly worse on this run. That's for sure. I guess missile towers don't have a lot of downside. Be attacked by swarms of spiders for the next 3. We don't care about 100 coins. 2 random relics, build cost of all towers increased by 10%. 2 random relics could be pretty awesome. I don't think there are a lot that will adversely affect us. Amplify poison. Poison and electric doesn't work for us. What do we get? Magic dust, I think, is huge. An elemental blueprint. But everything is now more expensive. Wow, that was only your second run? Even more impressive, Jez. This is already number 3 for me, and I'm still, I'm nowhere near going infinite on 60. That's a lot of action. I don't know if we keep this hammer. This piece of real estate, I don't think what we need there is a hammer. RNG was your friend. I feel like we have a bit of a blessed run going here. How long did that take, by the way? Yeah, Decimator would be good for Elemental Blueprint. Oh, Poison Dripper would be really good here too, Garcia, because we would have, that would give us poison and fire in one. Did I go blue upgrade on this one? That was an accident. I'm not gonna freak out about it, I guess. Adaptive Blueprint, I think, is the best here. Drawing cards is cheaper. Yeah, we'll go Adaptive Blueprint, but none of those were particularly good. Didn't mean to go with that upgrade there. That was a bit of a Bit of a misplay. 4 hours. Hey, Meowcenary. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Lovely to have you. Welcome on in. So let's see. The money right now, I think, is all going to go into, like, upgrades. I'd really like to go straight across here. We do not have a straight piece in the deck. So that's just not going to happen. To be very blunt about it, there is no way we will be able to do that. This thing getting more range, I think, means that we don't necessarily need that there. I'm gonna start. Our arcane towers are still doing a lot of work, so getting the central core there doing good work, I think, is important. I still want drill tower, as much as that may or may not be actually of much value to me. Gonna keep the dot piece though. Oh, Saturday afternoon in Malaysia. You're already well into your weekend. This one I will sell. Like, I could get fire right now, but with no poison option, I don't think it's worth it. Let's see, we got that for coverage. I'm making sure that we have good chill coverage everywhere. Okay. Yeah, Jezza, that is something that I would certainly be happy about. Okay, we do have the runners coming in, which is always a little spicy, especially when we don't have... Wow, he's getting tore up by that one random one. But yeah, I feel like if you don't get... There's only so much you can correct with Drill Tower later on. So I feel a little bit like the opportunity has passed slightly, but... But I do think Starfall Tower is just broken good. That's a not controversial opinion, I think. But yeah, for the leaderboard, I'd love for there to be a way to see the maze that people built. None of these are it. Like, none of these are it even a little bit. Do landmines have a fire upgrade? Oh yeah, I can do... Okay, so I can do this. This is nice. I don't need fire. I need poison. Lava Tower should have a poison upgrade. We don't really need... Do we need stun? Stun and chill. This one at least gives us... I'm gonna take the sniper tower, but none of those were really the cat's pajamas. We'll push things like that. Don't have a lot of 2 slots. Why is this not more expensive? I guess the downside doesn't take effect immediately. Kind of curious. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. We'll leave it, though. And then... I think damage and range is right. I should do that just so that... That one I'll give crit chance to. Do range there, and then... Actually, this is... How close are we to getting... I wanted to see if I get a Starfall Tower here, but... Well, that's not gonna do it. Alright. I'm gonna keep that in my hand, then. But the dot piece... Put that there, and then... Toss another one of those. We still need to find poison. Big time need to find poison. I don't think our maze is great this time. When do we get... I wonder... I should be writing down probably what waves we get things on. Look at the freaking sniper tower, by the way. Normally it trains on one enemy and then shoots, but the thing just has a seizure and then picks something random. That's actually pretty hilarious. So, Voodoo Doll would be amazing. Sniper Tower with Anarchy Core, I think, is worse than I imagined it was going to be. Like, I may actually sell that Sniper Tower because it is so... It's so obnoxious right now. Like, at the end of waves, it may get better if there's nothing else available, but is it ever going to get that good? And I guess it did 2,000 damage. I think we built this one at the same time. This did 1,100. Maybe it's okay. Amplify Poison. Horn of the Storm. Wildfire Signet. Lightning Conductor. When a chilled monster is hit by electric, it consumes the chills and accumulates charge. Not really. When a burning monster is killed, it bursts into flame and causes 5-second burn effect. Wildfire Sigil doesn't seem terrible. I'm gonna take Wildfire Sigil, but I don't think it's great. Range of all towers minus 20%. Oof. Ban the last tower you have for 5 turns. Randomly spawn 10 elemental buff tiles. Range of all of your existing towers plus 20. All monsters plus movement speed temporarily. I think banning... Okay, oh, so this only affected towers we already had. I think banning Sniper Tower for the next 5 rounds is fine. And elemental buffs probably doesn't help that much, but it's, like, better than nothing? We still need poison, which the game does not appear to be in the mood to offer us. Yeah, I'm very skeptical that we're actually gonna get a poison tower. This is going to be a tough one. 4 Ancient Guardians feels really unfortunate to be contending with. So Jezza, you had Boulder Tower out damaging Starfall Tower at the end of your run. I'm looking at the screenshot now. That's also very impressive to me. I think this guy's walking in basically no matter what I do. Hold on, maybe if I focus fire them. Does that actually work? Does Anarchy Core and focus fire work? Kind of doubt it, but... Now we did take adaptive blueprint, so I should place this down before we go too much further here. Just make sure that I'm creating like a good 2x2 spot for something. Two to three more times more than that. Yeah, I think per tile they are very effective. Poor Hammer Tower, not the source of identity that it necessarily wanted to be. So either of these get us poison. The Decimate Tower is kind of hard. We just need one of them though to. I think Poison Tower is pretty good. Yeah, our maze building is not feeling great at the moment. And we know we're not getting... Does that get us? That's check marks. All right. We know we're never getting drill tower, or do we get more towers options, or is this the is this all we're ever gonna get? We do have the ability to move them out of our loadout. Okay, so we'll keep offering. By the way, did we get any... What are you sitting on? You're sitting on an attack boost. We have a fire boost here that we're probably never going to be able to use. This one was a speed boost. Oh, yeah, I was going to sell this. Is there... What is our best 2x2 damage tower? I mean, I can still do this. We don't have Voodoo Doll yet, but maybe we get it. This maze is significantly worse than our previous maze. Let's see, just looking at our artifacts here. Forbidden Grimoire is working. Debugging Encyclopedia will pay dividends. Like, we're doing good work here. The Arcane Missile Towers, not to be underestimated. This is kind of a nasty setup. I mean, having more money, I mean, I guess we could try to do like a little bit of a push here. Rusty Telescope, I think, is too late. All right, well, we'll do Wealth Vault, and maybe we'll try to save a bit. Okay, so the absolute best we can do here is to build something like that, and then something like that. Because we're gonna have to go through like that, which means we don't have a lot of options. And then, I mean, I guess we can block that off completely. I don't think we want to, though. Random elemental type. I think I still want that one. I don't think I'm going to regret that. These will never move, so we can't get rid of them. Try and get that active. And then we'll pull that around. Probably drawing too much. Why is that blocked? Oh, because there's a piece on the corner there. That doesn't help too much. All right, I think we're good. I don't think quantity of fire is something that we care too much about. I don't think we'll ever do enough poison damage for it to be meaningful in terms of, like, later waves. So I don't think we bother there. Sniper Tower has some nice benefits in terms of, I guess we should think about, given it's not going to be hitting the biggest stuff, I'm going to do the explosion version, and it'll hopefully just shoot little things and do damage. How much damage has it done so far? It's done like 10,000, 45,000, 65,000, 55,000. Yeah, so it's, I mean, it's not doing nothing. Gain 2 random 2x2 towers that can be built for free. I think wolves for the next 3, but critical hit rate is good. Now, over here, not much to do. The random 2x2 towers just give you 2 cards. I found out that it's a poor choice. That's good intel. I assumed they would be in my inventory, as you can cast these for free. Silly me for thinking that they would actually be any good. That's a good one to learn through you telling me, Vic. Appreciate it. Eventually do that. Ooh, I like that the poison dripper has a circle that shows where it's dripping. Yeah, I don't think it would be... I think it would be very good then, but still not overpowered. I don't think, like... I guess we're not taking... Wealth Vault has not been as powerful as I expected it to be, just because I'm spending all my money. But right now... Ring of Shattered Ice is doing a lot of AoE work, and Magic Dust is doing a lot of work. But our Arcane Towers are doing admirably. Don't worry, only 2 more rounds until we can build sniper towers again. And then it gets game on. We may already be critting enough that Focus Prism isn't that exciting. Poison and Fire we're not doing enough of. Unstable Mixture I heard we can't really activate because of charge issues. Same with that. We're not stunning. I think it is Focus Prism. It's not bad. It's just probably could be better. We can eventually put like another Starfall Tower there. I did use my dot piece. I probably should have thought about putting my dot piece over here. If I do that, I can probably sell this. We'll eventually get a dot piece to put there. Never gonna get anything in there, so we can do... we don't really have any fire... I guess we do have the burning monsters. Maybe we should do a couple of... Like, are there other places? Like, because burning is a good way to do some damage to big stuff. So if we could find some spots, that wouldn't be awful. I think we lose our elemental blueprints as I converted this one. This one was probably the wrong one to convert. But hindsight is a harsh mistress sometimes. But yeah, I think long-term burn is better because it does percentage damage. So it'll help out. It'll help soften up the big guys. And honestly, what I can do, this is going to be a little ridiculous, but where's a place where we're never going to build anything? such a sad question. But I'm going to do that there, so that then this one can also become burning, because burning does take a long time to activate. So I will say the 2 cards could have also given us access to something that we previously didn't have access to, like a tower type, right? It could give us like drill towers, which would be at least interesting to have access to. And I'm going on this hypothesis that getting more fire early might be somehow, like, extremely beneficial, but I don't think you... Can you stack burn? Probably not. Did I use up a dot piece? I'm still waiting for a dot piece over here. Although I guess... Hold on. So if I sell that, yeah, we lose that. That's just gonna sprinkle. It does not. I don't believe so. Does random elemental types? I don't think it does damage. That would be pretty powerful if it did. Maybe it does. The poison tower's damage is increasing at a non-insignificant rate. Also, I don't think we've had a chest since like wave 3. Not that I'm complaining, but yeah, I think that is generally the case. Like if we come over here and we look, yeah, fire damage and forces burn. But I have no idea if burn stacks. Like, the burn seems to already be gone on this guy. So... But yeah, Poison Tower. Like, look at this. This is actually, like, shocking. Poison Tower is about to pass Laser Tower, which has just been going forever. So the question is, you've done 3,000. You've done 4,000. So they've both done damage. Balanced circuit. Cheaper big towers. Money isn't a super concern right now, so balanced circuit isn't changing much. Rusty may occasionally do stuff. Plus 20 range, randomly spawn 15 lava corrupted tiles on the field. We can use our unlocks to get around this, and additional range is good. Randomly buff 10 elementally buffed tiles. Ban 1x1 size towers for the next 3 rounds. 3 rounds is a long time. This doesn't seem too punishing, because we can build on top of them and then use unlock to restore them. Unstable mixture, we don't think we're going to be able to get the 50% charge out of it, I don't think. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so we can do that. So like to give it an example here, right? So if I do something like that, I can then immediately do that and get rid of it. So there's very little like effective downside to that choice. Oh yeah, no, I'm trusting you 100% on that one, Jez. That's not a, I'm not like a I don't believe it or something like that. I'm like, it made sense. It just didn't occur to me until you mentioned it. All right, so let's see. So we'll do this. Get the range upgrade there. Maybe over-indexing in Burnination. Get rich quick or die trying. Yeah, we'll do that, and then I really like it in the main game, but I think you're probably right that yeah, the charge bars are never going up. I think charge needs to be reevaluated, to be honest. Like that seems like a sufficiently unfortunate dynamic that needs to be addressed. Like that, yeah, like look at this charge bar. Charge bar is at 1%. That's no way to live. And each one of these is doing 4,000, 3,000, 3,000, 6,000, 6,000. They're doing okay. I'm not gonna write home about their performance. I do think that our missile towers are good, but when there's a nice slot, a nice bit of real estate for another Starfall tower, you don't say no. There are so many places that I need a dot piece. That doesn't get us anywhere. It's only a 2x2. This one, unfortunately, doesn't either. There's some like little refinements I can make, but I'll probably just use it there to improve pathing again. I'm really like not sure if these are worth doing, but I think Voodoo Doll is probably the single biggest thing that we need. We're gonna take away numbers for a moment. See how that improves frame rate. Seems to help. But yeah, so here's the thing that's tricky. These lava towers are all reporting that they're doing about the same amount of damage, even though they're stacked one on top of each other. Like this, like there's a big line of them. That seems a bit counterintuitive to me, because if Burn didn't stack, it doesn't seem like it would do anything at all. So my gut says that Burn does stack. Maybe it just reapplies it, possibly. Lava Bucket doesn't really do much. Chilled monsters hit with electric damage. It consumes the chill effect and accumulates double charge. No. Chill double. Towers not attacking for more than 5 seconds. Critically hit or poison chills. So if we do poison chills, we can just use poison towers to replace our ice towers. I don't know if that does much good. We'd have to start swapping missile towers over to fire for Lava Bucket to do much good. But it might be good. That might be our best option. Convert some of these over to fire and maybe build some more. / sell some more. I don't know if that's going to be particularly useful. We're gonna see if missile towers can have a bit of a renaissance. I'm not holding my breath. We have to do that because of these 2 dots here. And then we just want to see if missile towers start to do significantly more work, and if the lava creates burn, that creates percentage damage that eventually is converted into something good. Starfall towers are, without question, the hero of the day. Now the thing about burn though is burn is supposed to be percentage damage. Like, look at this. This thing's done so little. Okay, randomly freeze 5, and we get attack speed of all existing towers plus 15. No question that's what we take, but let's just look at the rest. Yeah. We take that. That is exceptionally good for us. Missile towers are having a bit of a glow up at the moment. So I think we let that continue to happen. We're not going to be able to loop back this way again. So if I do that, we use our unlock. Get another one of those out there. So you at this point have done 131,000. You've done 167. I will say, the difference between these two is significantly less than I thought it was going to be. That's actually a little impressive to me. It was my expectation that it would be significantly outpaced. And that's definitely not happening. So I guess if that's the case, let's make some of the other ones too. They seem to be still performing well. What wave did we die on last time? I don't remember. It might have been, I think it was in the 20s. It was a wave that had these particular swift phantoms, I believe. After this wave, I think I'm gonna take a moment and make sure that, like, I'm filling in one-by-one spots with more arcane towers, because the arcane towers are doing a lot of work, and there are a lot of places where I will never have the hope of putting anything else, so I might as well just get a lot more arcane towers going. Watching this now, I don't think it was a mistake to grab Lava Bucket and to make our missile towers generate lava. All right, so let's see. So I'm gonna do some spamming here. I apologize, but places where I don't see another tower fitting in, I think, are great opportunities. And then we're gonna have no problem spending all our money. Okay, good deal. And then building wise, we'll just do something like that. Okay. I'm happy with what's going on. Voodoo Doll seems so important, though. Of all the things we're missing right now, our Starfall Tower's damage is going to go up significantly once we have Voodoo Doll in play, if we get Voodoo Doll in play. I kind of wish the DPS meter showed us the previous round's damage as opposed to just the cumulative damage. I think that's another thing. I should start taking some notes on the things that I want to mention. I think it would be nice. Yeah, so let me do that. While I'll get on my phone and I'll take some quick notes for feedback. Let's see. So let's see. First thing from my perspective is more elemental runes / runes in general. They feel missing from this game mode. I want none of these. Vengeance Statue might save us for one. You think so, YF? And then what was the second thing that I was just thinking about? Oh, yeah. DPS meter per wave or all game toggle. Yeah. Those are both good. Those would both be very nice. So I think the plan here, if we can manage it... Wait, can't you... Are we blocking? Oh, we're blocking over here. We gain a lot by blocking this off. Like, enough that I think it's worth selling that. Unlocking that. And then we can do that. I think that's totally worth it. We'll find another way to rebuild over here. We do need, like, basically 2 dot pieces in order to get that rebuilt. But maybe we don't need to bother. Yeah, we can just do that instead. Rebuild that there. I think we built a bunch of... I think we got most of our arcane turrets got upgraded. Yeah, I think we need relics to really go the distance, but whatever happens here, this will be our final run. Starfall towers are just strong. Also, oh yeah, here's another piece of feedback. It would be nice if you could see the boons you've taken. Because up here I get this downgrade, but there's nowhere to see like the improvements to towers that we've gotten. That would be good information to have. Yeah, missile towers starting to pull away. The lava towers don't seem to be scaling the way I imagined they would. I was hoping that as, like, you know, things' health got higher, but it doesn't seem like burn damage is attributed, right? Because, like, these guys have, like, 100k hit points right now. Cursor can be very hard to find, but 15k hit points for each broodmother spider is significant too. Okay. Two extra buff cards at the beginning of the next 3 rounds. Corrupt a bunch of tiles. Randomly spawn elemental buffs, lose a random relic, or range of all existing towers. Corruptions don't seem that bad. Losing a random relic could be really bad for us. And buffing doesn't help. We have no stun, so weak spot radar would be bad. So we do this one, even though we don't like them, but that's just the best we can do. So hopefully that didn't create too much sadness for us. It does feel like there's a lot of... It does feel like that was a little unfortunate, but... One thing I would love to see, just thinking out loud here, I think it would be really cool if the Starfall Tower, like Starfall Tower needs a nerf. That's a given, I think. I don't think anyone's gonna argue that too terribly hard. Can we get a 3x3 in here? Yes, I think we can. But I'd love to see one of the options not remove... Trying to get this with this, and it's proving to not be easy. One of the Starfall Towers, I wish it would remove its minimum range. That would be interesting. We basically need the dot piece to show up. At wave 60, some of the mobs were over 1 billion. So what's the... There has to be a scaling factor that I'm missing, Jezza. Like, how do we get to a point where that is something that we can take care of? Because right now it doesn't feel like we're gonna get there. Yeah, I don't really have any CC to speak of. Like, I have no stun. What stun were you using? You had lasso for stun. That's a pretty big. That's a pretty big one. Endless mode has arrived, Tiger. Indeed. But that doesn't stop. That doesn't stop anything in its tracks, does it? Right? Let's see. I wanted to build like this whole line like this. We might get, actually, hold on. Sell that one. We might get more 2x2s in here in the future. I'm more open to using either of those now. We'll see if that comes back to bite me. Okay, we'll be able to get another Starfall tower there, I think. And we can start working on one over here as well. Yeah, Boulder Tower would be a nice one to pick up. That is a good point. The stun there feels important. But previously, this wave was very tough for us previously. Because these guys just run so incredibly fast. Photosensitivity warning. What's the range on this center, like, battery? Like, this, you here, where's your range? I don't even know. Here are ones that I haven't upgraded yet. So let's get these ones upgraded. We can't do that. When Arcane crits, the target monster, Scepter of the Elements seems very strong. So we will do that. Then we're going to need 2 dot pieces to make this work. Actually, no, we don't. We can do that and that. Right now, I think we're just looking for any place we can squeak basically anything in. I'm going to do that because we're going to try and get another Arcane Tower there, I think. How are we feeling about having a Dark Grip? Is that exciting for us? Because I will need to use some of these. We can't keep all of them. We have Angry Bees. I am so curious. How many hit points... Our Angry Bees have 10,000 hit points. It do be scaling. These poor sniper towers. I see a arcane tower that's not upgraded. It's like playing Where's Waldo. For now, I'm going to switch that to a missile tower. I'm kind of scanning around trying to see if there are people that are not slowed with frost missiles. It doesn't seem like there are. But I'm definitely keeping my eye peeled for boulder tower opportunity. There's technically a 3x3 here if we get 2 dot pieces. So we should probably see about getting 2 dot pieces for there. Cool. All monsters' movement speed increased. Not great. Get 100 coins and we get spiders for 3 rounds or range down. We don't want range down. We don't want speed up. We're taking the 100 coins because it's a debuff for only 3 rounds. Not excited about it, but I do think that it is better than the alternative. Other places to build. We won't be able to use that for much. I think we let these get redrawn. Do we have upgrades we can do? I don't think we do, so I'm just going to look again for places where I otherwise don't think that I can... Like, or I'm filling gaps that just don't feel like they're going to get filled any other way. Like I said, I think I'm going to put a dot there, which means that this 9x9 is not getting taken care of. Arcane Scepter is going off a lot. Because we are critting a lot. So if I turn that off, then that means we're getting... I think Arcane Scepter was a big DPS up for us, if I'm being honest. Because I think the Starfall Towers are critting a lot. And I think that means that we're getting a lot of additional debuffs on things. I would like to draw a dot piece. Are the spiders here any concern? They're making it further than, like, anybody else has. How much do these spiders have, if I could click one? 40,000 hit points? Not nothing. Wow, look at how much lava we're generating. I don't know if that's like... Let's turn damage numbers on for a little bit here. Well, I mean, that's a lot of numbers. Alright, hand is full. Wealth Vault is ticking for us. This should be upgraded. If nothing else. And then I think there's no reason not to push stuff out this way and then try and push stuff back the other way. That doesn't seem like it's moving the needle for anyone. There's my dot piece, which means I can do that. And then I don't think those were doing that much good. And getting another one of these in here is probably really not bad. I will do one more sniper rifle. I do not know that that is a good plan. Actually, how bad are our sniper rifles behaving? You know, it's not bad. For how many of them we have, like, okay, so if I look at this one's done like 100,000, and there's one over here that's been around a little longer, it's on 144. They are not bad. I am okay continuing to invest in them. Do something like that. I don't think we want to leave the numbers on. Yeah, there's so many damage analytics that I want so much more information on, if I'm being honest. Right now, Voodoo Doll is, I think, the single biggest damage increase we could get. Because as a reminder, for those who are not familiar, Voodoo Doll basically is a great way to spread damage, but if you crit with Voodoo Doll on the thing that you are hitting, it can still spread damage back to that thing. So it's just an increase. But yeah, Boulder Tower would be fantastic. I do need to put a dot piece up in the middle of the screen now, since I don't know where my cursor is right here. I mean, I think we can fast forward here. Like, I'm feeling safe. Wealth Vault is really good. I'm realizing, because you accrue so much money during the wave, that at the end of the wave, I'm getting like 200 extra, which is great. These are not what we wanted. We don't want Frostfire. We don't want Aggressive Construction. We don't really want Flash Freeze. Explosive Demolition. Maybe we can do something with that where we just like spam creating and destroying towers. That feels like a weird strategy, but it doesn't feel like a bad strategy to be considering. So I want to do this because that slot there, we can slip another one of those. Have we upgraded? No, we have a bunch of these. I'm amazed that we're still spending our money really well, but so I just want to point out, since we got our 8 towers, I don't think we have been offered a tower selection. Because by wave 30, I think we would have seen another tower if one was coming in. Do I think we're in trouble here? Not really. I think we're okay. But I can't remove one except from the tower selection loadout, right? Like, there's no way to remove one right now, is there, Jezzy? Or when I select an artifact, I can probably go to tower loadout. So I will try that. I will try that. Got it. Okay. Are we in danger right now? I haven't used overcharge in a while, so this will be interesting. Don't think we needed it. Sniper towers should absolutely have a minimum range. We can get random buff tiles, but no 1x1s. Attack speed. Large monsters will be replaced by magma or frost elementals for the next 3 rounds. But we get a 15% attack boost up. So this screen I don't have the ability to. So I think this is the safe option. Freeze 5, get 2 random towers. We know they're only tower cards, but it's still kind of cool. This seems like if we survive it, it's amazing. I'm gonna risk it. I think right now we have a lot of firepower. So I'm going to try and lean on that, and maybe I'm overestimating our capacity, but I will build as much as I can in service of trying to make sure that that decision that we just made, and by we I mean I just made. And if you get the relic, choose. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. I probably. We can't target anything, so I can actually discard Dark Grip. It's a liability because we can't target stuff. How much do the Frost Elementals have for health right now? How big a mistake have I made? They have 700k hit points. That is a lot. But we're doing work on them. And it's only for 3 rounds. Like, come on. We killed one of them before it got to here. I don't think we can, like... I think it was probably an okay decision. And that is absolutely the kind of hubris that will ultimately end this run. Do not worry. Let's see, where is it? Where can we fit? That doesn't really help us, does it? I'm starting to build sniper rifles because maybe they're not doing more than missile towers. I don't know. Like one of these. So this thing is done like 18,000. This thing I just built, but this one's done like 139. I think the snipers are surprisingly doing more work than I'm necessarily giving them credit for. So I'm gonna try to get a few more of them out if I can. $500,000 damage on 1 Starfall Tower, but this is the thing. With the amount of damage that we have to do, our relics are doing so much more work than anything else. So we're just not getting relic choices very often. Just wanna throw that out there. Hey, Michael. Hey, Rude. Welcome on in, both of you. You are walking in on my first endless run. Oh, and then actually I can't move that. But yeah, my first endless run of Emberward. Not my first, but my first, like, solid one where I'm like, are we gonna go a decent way on this one? Don't know why I've decided that, like, the thing that we need in our lives is sniper towers, but it is very clear that something has clicked in my brain, and I have decided that that is the case. Better to do that and that. Move it back one to get better coverage. Okay. Okay, last wave where we have to deal with the frost elementals. If we survive this wave, this will be our confirmation that we made probably the right choice. We're hoping we get a relic option so that I can put hammer in the graveyard and open up to have boulder tower show up, which I think probably would be an improvement. Are we in danger? We did get wolves. They're fast. Wolves are quick, but I think we're okay. Amazing, Rude. So glad to hear it. Have you tried your hand at it yourself yet? This wave is a little dicey for us right now. We definitely have some enemies that are getting a little closer, a little too close for comfort. Is the Starfall Tower coming up on... That's 9 million. It's coming up on 10 million, I think. All right, it looks like we did survive. The wrapping over here is quite comical. Okay. Whew. Okay. Tower loadout. We're not using laser towers anymore, and we're not using hammer towers. So I'll do that in hopes that we can get more. You're a console player. Got it. Let's see. Charge. Fire towers gain 5% extra crit. Critical hits from fire tower cause burning, effective for 5 seconds. Phoenix feather feels really good. Electric extending doesn't. I think Phoenix feather is the play. Double damage for 3 rounds. If we take damage, we die anyways at this point. I don't think there's any world in which we do that. Critical hit rate for existing towers, though. Okay, so fire towers critting causes burn. Crit rate going up causes good things. Range increase. Range increase is bad for our Starfall towers, so I'm going to go critical hit here. That may have been a questionable decision, but I think my thinking was sound there. Because, like, our Starfall Tower's dead zones do get larger over time if we keep getting range upgrades. So I want to be a little wary of that. Was there a better way I could do this? Feels like there should have been. Yeah, I think there was. Let's see. We have a bunch of money. There is still many places to fill in with arcane towers that will never have something better, I don't think. So I'm just gonna click empty slots as much as I can. We'll come back and upgrade them later as we can see them. Okay. You feel bad because you're not subbed? Oh, don't sweat it. Watching the videos is a wonderful way to support me, Rude. You don't have to sub. I only want people to sub who feel like that would be beneficial to them. So no worries. Don't feel bad. Life is too short to feel bad about that kind of stuff. You heard it here first. I think we're doing well here. One thing that I should figure out is because I picked up the crit rune, would it behoove me to have more fire? Really, I can't do that. This is a weird shape, the way that this is working. Okay, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. All right, I don't think I can. I can't build in that area very effectively. Well, I guess I can do something like this. The fact that these now have the ability to crit, I think is in and of itself very useful. So, because the crits are going to be causing burning now, which we like. And the missile towers are hitting a lot of things, which is going to cause a lot of crits, which is going to cause a lot of burning. I think. That's part of my thinking here. Oh, thank you, Rude. I appreciate it. Oh, Michael, the snow globes, these are Starfall towers. Enjoy Monster Hunter, Rude. Have a good night. I'll catch you next time. Peace out. Yeah, the snow globes are Starfall towers. They were added in the last update. Before this one. Where my rewards at? Where my rewards at? Around the outside, I'm gonna try doing... I mean, snipers have been working awfully well, too. A dot there will get those two. It's gonna be hard to utilize that damage rune, so I don't think I'm gonna bother. Well, might still be worth it. Like it might be worth it to unlock that and then do something like this. Oh, that wasn't it. Yeah, we may be able to make something work here. Too broke. Too broke. All right. Sniper towers are gaining on missile powers, so got some respect for that one. It is interesting. I bet Phoenix Feather works really well with the blue upgrade on Starfall towers. That's a curious one. This is the last wave where we have Swarm of Spiders, which are the things that are making it the furthest, because they have 300,000 hit points, it looks like. Yeah, I don't think that's 3 million. Okay. 2 random relics, but we were attacked by spiders. Probably the best option. Ban the last tower you have for the next 5 rounds. We get Resonant Poison. Gave 5% critical hit on poison enemies, and critical damage will be increased. none of these for 5 rounds. No more Starfall Towers. We may have built all the Starfall Towers we can. And if I can get poison on things, this is potentially... it's potentially double damage on crits, which is a lot. 2 random relics could also be insane. We could pick up Voodoo Doll, which we know would be huge. Resonant Poison feels really good, though. We should just never keep Starfall Tower in that slot. That's the thing that we just learned there. So now what we need to do is we do need to just figure out places where we can add back in, like, sprinklers. So our goal is just for everyone to be sprinkling at all times. And that will get us a bunch of extra damage. We kind of need a dot piece to get something going over here. Dot piece here too would be good. That one work. We can't build more of those, so like this is the time for those. Can't do anything over here. We can potentially... There might be a way to work something in there, but that's not going to be easy. I think this gets sold because now poison is back on the menu in a big way. I think I'm actually going to sell and replace a few of these. They haven't been that transformative. And refreshing poison just means that we're doing a lot more damage. I think that's probably enough for the moment. Okay. Oh yeah, we did get this. I'll do this as one of those. Do that as one of those, and then we'll battle. Hey, kinda Tim. It's sprinkler time. It is indeed. We crit so much right now that I think the addition of poison damage. Oh, we should sell one of these too. Sprinkle it up over there as well. The relics we've been offered lately are truly not awesome. We're still spamming little towers, so I don't want to do that. Flash Tree's device might save our lives once, but that's a big might. It also mightn't. Sprinkle away my fine feathered friend. More poison. we can put some stuff back here. Everybody's walking by this, so it's okay. We're fast approaching there being nothing left to build on. No fertile soil, as it were. We're still not getting offered any new towers. So it may be that you get your 8 and that's your endless run. I may be wrong, but I think we've had a big power spike. I think it was Resonant Poison that basically doubled our DPS. But right now we are wildly powerful. I think like the only thing I want is dot pieces right now. Where do I want this dot to go? That is hard to say. There's one that I wanted over here somewhere, so I could put down another poison spring. Oh, it's here. I can do that. I can do that. I can do poison sprinkler there. Hey, Farhad! It's been a good night so far. Indeed it has. We should probably, like, take a look at our damage numbers, just because I'm curious. Those are big numbers. I'm seeing a lot of 200s. Oh, yeah. But we can't turn that on for long. I saw some 800s in there, too. We're hitting hard, for sure. Even if we get it unbanned, I'm not sure there's anything we can do with that. Okay. Range of existing towers, 2 treasures, or critical hit. Ban 1x1 towers for the next 3 rounds. Yeah. Crit is good. What's your crit chance now? 65%. Amazing. All right. It's going really well, Michael. It is very stressful. This week in particular was a very, very stressful week. I fell way behind on comments and didn't have a lot of time for streaming or anything else. So, yep, just the way of the world. I think we're in trouble here. Things are moving a lot further in right now, and we're running out of towers to build. I think that if we were to pick up Voodoo Doll, there is potential. Oh, poor sweet girl. Hi, sweet girl. Olive just came in and is crying. I'm guessing she thinks that there's some type of animal outside that she wants to be eating currently. That's usually the way that goes. All right, we can't build anything right now, so I don't think it's worth. Hey, Michael, thank you. I didn't see that was a donation. Thank you so much for the donation, Michael. Yeah, job is going well, but it is a bucket of stress sometimes. We're gonna have enough money to fill every square with whatever we think our best 1x1 is, which I think is definitely Arcane Tower. I'm gonna bring up the... I mean, Arcane Tower is still up there with Missile. We have a lot of Missile turrets now. And I think Sniper might catch up with Missile if given the opportunity. Okay, so loadout, we haven't gotten anything back, so that's unfortunate. Frost Venom. Kinda, maybe. We're never gonna get Unstable Mixture to proc. It's Frost Venom, but it's not good. We get back our 1x1 towers after this wave, and then we gotta build, I think. We may be in some trouble, though. There's a lot of things moving really fast here. It looks like it was just wolves, though. And they are almost all dead. If I slow this down, what does a Broodmother have for hit points right now? That looks like it is, 5.4 million hit points. So we did 5.5 million before this thing got from here around one time almost. That's pretty good. But that's also a lot of hit points. Okay, we can once again build 1x1s. Let's see, 2 random towers. The range of all existing towers +2. We don't like that. Attacked by spiders, or ban your last tower for the next 5 rounds. Dang it! I wanted to swap something else in there. We don't want Static Shocker though, so it's fine. We don't really want more range. I'm gonna go with this. See what we get. We get a landmine tower. And a golden statue. Where do we think we kill a lot of stuff? That's a weird question. Not that gold is a thing that we are particularly in the market for, but and let's do that just for fun. And then landmine tower. This is kind of like the entrance that everybody has to go through. Is there any way that I can put it here? Sure, that's fun. And then we'll get our first stun. I went with the other one, Stoops, but that's the one I should have gone with. That's a good call. I went with the other one because I wanted to see how high the number got on the sell price, but you're right. The other option would have been better. Too slow. And I mean me, not you. Yeah, because that actually would have been quite good. I don't think we're going to make it to wave 60. like some people have. Like, we have a really good run on our hands, but well, if we get Voodoo Doll, a lot could change. A lot could change with Voodoo Doll in the mix. Okay, we should take a moment here to at this point with the cash flow that we have right now, I'm just filling slots. These are all slots that we're not going to be able to really fill with higher value stuff. Or if we do see an opportunity to, it's fine for us to go back and sell some stuff. But I just think we need to make sure that all of the real estate that we currently have is working for us in some capacity. Now the painful job of upgrading it all. We're gonna have more money than we know what to do with here. Like, we're at the point where we're just gonna be auto-playing and seeing our wealth increase, I think. But I do think this is a non-zero increase in damage. And these things are gonna be critting like crazy, which means they're going to be applying burn to enemies, etc., etc. Thank you for putting hotkeys in the game. This corner back here is the place where we can probably refactor the most, but yeah, finding a better place for the gold tower would have been actually super fun. It's a shame that selling it doesn't give it back to us as a card. If we click on one of our towers, does it show us? Yeah, new update, Strata. This is endless mode. There's a new endless graveyard. And we are on wave 43 of it. And what I have heard from people who have already gone the distance is at wave 60, you get an integer overflow that causes enemies to have negative health, and then they kill you. So, something to look forward to, right? It's like back here, for instance. If we do that, we can do that. And that's better than what we had before. Over here, if we get a dot piece, same deal. I don't see a lot of places we could even fit in another Starfall tower. So we may be as good as we're going to get on those. It's our last wave of spiders, so that's good. Because the spiders, how many points do they have? If I can find my cursor. They have 3.5 million. Okay, so they're not that bad. I do think, I do still think that Voodoo Doll is the thing that we are missing that is going to create the greatest increase in capacity for us. Not seeing it here is unfortunate. I mean, time-saving device, I think we can take just because it's funny, because we're not gonna... Like, Tome of the Endless, don't care. I guess drawing cards is also... It being cheaper is okay, but I'll do time-saving device. Double damage for 3 rounds. We're either going to die or we're not going to die, so I don't mind that. Gain 2 random 2x2 towers or 2 extra buff cards. I think it's crit rate. That puts us at 85% crit rate. And there are some times, like this is a good spot, right? Oops. Didn't mean to sell that, but... I kind of wish time-saving device would give you more, Oh, that reminds me. Oh yeah, I haven't had a chance to move my, Or I did just have a chance to move, and I didn't, but... Something about this wave feels a little different than the last one. Makes me a little nervous. How many hit points does a random enemy have? 3 million? Okay. So far, we haven't taken any upgrades that make enemies move faster, which I think has been a net positive for us. I'm gonna get rich or die trying. We have the ability to put something good over here if we can get some more dot pieces. This is probably where our next dot pieces should go. A lot of our central arcane powers are not activating on these folks over here, so I think we're in good shape. Yeah, this is looking to me like we've gone endless, and we just, you know, some relics could certainly improve that. Double dot piece, heck yeah. We need to be a little careful here, but... I mean, Arcane Missile Towers are doing such good work for us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell that, I'm going to sell that, and I'm just going to add one of these. We haven't chosen one with the blue upgrade. Yeah, right now I think our AoE is a little not amazing, Garcia. I would agree with that. But I think that's just the nature of the beast at the moment. Like, I don't know with normal enemies having like 3 to what do they have now? We're at 6.5 million on a Hornet. Yeah, that's like a lot. That's a lot of health. So stuff is getting to here. Like 1 ring outside of the sniper rifle. But once the missile towers can focus on the big stuff, things do go down fast. Same with the Starfall towers. Our Starfall towers say they've done 37 million damage. Build costs increase. Range of all towers. I don't really want range of all towers because of the way that it interfaces with Starfall towers. I don't want to ban the last tower, so we're going to take 100 gold and make it more expensive to build, which is not a big deal for us. Okay. While this is running, I will try to find a place. I would not necessarily recommend trying to build while this is running. It is a lot at the moment. At wave 48, things are starting to get a little bit framey, I would say, at max speed. But yeah, one thing that I suspect, but I cannot validate, is that I wonder if... Okay, this is our opportunity. So we want to make sure that we put a tower on the tail end here in case we ban the last tower. Monsters under poison take 10% more damage. Very, very good. That's the one. If we were looking for something... That is a something. But we gotta make sure that everybody stays poisoned, so they take extra damage. Because 10% more damage is not nothing at the stage of things that we are currently at. It might be worth moving all of the fire towers, the fire drippers, over to poison drippers now. But it may not be super critical. Is there... I'm really not sure what waves you get boons versus other things. Let's slow down for a second so we can see what we're working with over here. Comma. I think that's 100 million hit points on that werebeast. Was anyone able to see that better than I was? Hold on, I'm gonna try again. Oops. Okay, so you've got comma. Yeah, that is 100 million on that werebeast. Which, that is consistent with we are going to cross into the billions in the foreseeable future. Range increase build cost. Ban 1x1 towers, randomly spawn elemental buffs. Draw 2 cards. All bad. Corrupted tiles, we don't really care. Draw 2 extra cards. Don't care. Elemental buffs on the field. I don't think these can appear under our towers, so they're all going to appear where things are walking. Or we do range of our towers and accept that our Starfall towers' dead zones are also going to grow a little bit. I think we probably still do it. It means the center gets a little more active. Yeah. Right, but you can see that there is a pretty big dead zone for some of these. Yeah, range is a hard one for me to know if it's a net positive or not. But I like seeing more of the center ring of arcane towers firing right now. That does seem like a net positive. I think I really don't know about replacing the fire drippers with poison drippers. Obviously, the advantage of the poison drippers is pretty huge because they are a 10% adder on all our other damage. But okay, where can dots go? I missed some upgrades, apparently. Okay, we should start checking hit points occasionally. Okay, big guy just came in. The sandworm has... That's got to be 1 billion, right? Comma, comma, comma. Yeah, I think that's 1.7 billion on that sandworm. Which, my suspicion is, it is endless, Retap. It is indeed endless. You think that's 177 million? I don't think so. Comma. Comma? Maybe it is? So Kiss, there is indeed a stack overflow. There is indeed a an integer overflow issue, apparently, and I think we're probably gonna run into it because we're cruising pretty well here. Yeah, I think around wave 60, you potentially overflow. So. It's on the horizon, my friends. Let's take a moment here. Is that really only 200 million? Comma. Comma. Yeah, that's 240 million. So yeah, I guess we haven't crossed the billion threshold yet. The other danger with increasing range is that the center is not going to be as focused on like wolves and that kind of stuff because the center can target things further out. So I don't think I take any more range. I think we are at the max range. I am curious though. How much damage have you done? 85k? This thing hasn't been upgraded. Holy cow. Hi, sweet girl. Olive came to say hi. Oh. Attack speed. Attacked by wolves? We like attack speed. Buff cards, yeah. Oh, pupper. Oh, pupper. Oh, pupper. Oh, crikey. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi. Olive is saying hi in a big way at the moment. She's feeling some big feelings, it seems. Just clicking the large guys is not easy. Can I get you? There we go. All right, there's a werebeast. Comma, comma. All right, that's pi million right there. I'm just like, I'm sitting back and I'm like, the thing we need for increased damage is without a doubt Voodoo Doll. That is the single relic that would make the biggest difference, and I've been hunting for it for a while now. So yeah, apparently they do not die. Oh, come on. Show me freaking Voodoo Doll. Tome of the Endless. Aggressive construction cast. It's got to be Mystic Gauntlet. Maybe that saves us from a death at some point. Sweet girl, I know, I hear you. That's too much, Olive. That's too much, sweet girl. I know, sweet girl, I know. Hi. She's really not feeling it. We gotta overflow soon. That's the short version. She's gonna lose her mind. And that's really not billion, that's just 400 million there. Baby girl. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No. That's no, we can't do that. No. We can't do that. I know. It's really difficult. Shh, sweet girl, I can't. Oh, my sweet girl. Okay. I may need to here. Let's get another round going. If I see a place where I can drop one of this one, I will drop it. There we go. Drop it there. All right. Let's target somebody. We're at 500 million, right? Yeah, she's good though. Her mom is here. If she needed to go out or something, she'd be able to. So this is not animal cruelty or anything like that. Attack speed, but build cost. Range, we want attack speed and build cost. We've gotten very lucky with those. That is a skeleton that I just clicked on. Can I click on the big guy? There's a skeleton giant. That is a billion, right? That is a billion. Comma, comma, comma. That is a billion. All right. Yeah, I think Roku, that right now there is a technical limitation that you can only go so high. So and that one person who went higher than that seems to have found some type of glitch or bug, because I think that what's going to happen is if we get unlucky with wave draws, we're going to overflow HP, and the HP is going to show up as negative sooner rather than later. Let's see. We'll do that. Sell. Do that. Sprinkler, go. But yeah, so far the only negatives we've taken is build cost increases. And we can't build more if we wanted to, so... Yeah, I think they figured out something clever, I think is the short version. What were you? Sandworm? That sandworm looked like it had 3 billion hit points. Maybe not, though. It wasn't a giant sandworm, so probably not. Is there any way? Okay, here's a little optimization. There we go. There are a few effects that insta-kill mobs, but I think only small ones. Maybe there's more. It's possible. I mean, we do have the Mystic Gauntlet, so maybe that gets us like past one wave with a negative hit point mob, right? Because what does Mystic Gauntlet do? Reduce max HP by 1, kill half the monsters, and stun the rest for 5 seconds. So if the only mobs that were left were that could potentially do it. We don't have Vengeance Statue. No, we do have Vengeance Statue, so math could go weird with Vengeance Statue, and it could, every time we take a hit, it could kill all negative HP monsters. That could buy us like 3 waves or something like that. Ten buff tiles, 2 buff cards. So randomly freeze blocks is fine. I thought I put the hammer back in. Freeze tiles, that's fine. On your wave 60, you had 4 mobs with negative health. Okay, let me double check. This guy does appear to have no health bar. So we may be done. I can't click him, though. For Pete's sake. This is so annoying. There he is. Yep. There's your integer overflow error, everyone. What do we... Anybody else? Here we go. We got... Oh, the Frost Elemental wasn't. Okay. So the Frost Elementals are still okay. It's just, it's only that one guy. So we may make it to the next wave. Because we have, it looks like we have one guy here. We have one guy here. I think we have one guy over here somewhere. So beautiful. Where did that guy go? Is he right here? Yeah, here he is. Yep. All right, well, let's accelerate so that we're, you know, if this is going to be a swift death, let it be a swift death. Okay, I see a second negative. I see 4 negative HP mobs. So the thing is, Mystic Gauntlet may save us, because if everything else is dead except for the 4 of these guys, which yeah, it looks like there are 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mystic Gauntlet may still kill 2 of them, which means we survive to fight another day. Also, we get to pad our numbers out, so that's good news. When we are attacking this guy, is his health going up or down? His health is going down. So maybe... I mean, that's... Yeah, okay. I think Mystic Gauntlet saves us to round 61. I hope. It is a beautiful thing, though. This is a fun run, even if it ends to this glitchery. I'm surprised we didn't need Voodoo Doll. I really thought we might need Voodoo Doll. Do you think next... So, do we think that next round most of the enemies are going to have no H0 negative overflow HP? There's so much of this maze that we did not do. By the way, Jez, did you have Mystic Gauntlet? It takes so long for them to come in. Holy cow. All right, first one's coming in. Here we go. And boom. Okay, the Mystic Gauntlet did not kill any of them, but we are still at 19 health for some reason. 10. Now we're dead. Oh, that's disappointing. Mystic Gauntlet not working seems a little lame, but would the Poison Stack Insta-Kill upgrade potentially get a win? It's an interesting question. All right, how did we do this time? 18th. All right. It's not bad. It's not bad. But little disappointed that Mystic Gauntlet did not work there. That I'm going to add that to the bug list. But anyways, that's it for me, folks. That was a great run. Had fun. Percentage HP. We already had some of that. Burn is a percentage HP, for instance. But yeah, I need to go take care of life stuff now. So thank you to everybody who watched. As a reminder, if you're not already a member of the community, I'm going to toss some links in the chat. Join the Discord so you know when I'm going live and all the other good things. That was a super fun run, though. Appreciate you all swinging by and saying hi. We'll be doing more fun runs in the future. But yeah, this is suspicious. This particular Yusuf individual is a little sus. But yeah, thank you, everybody. Always a pleasure. Miss being able to stream more. We're going to try and get back to it in the future. But have a wonderful rest of your night. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. I still really get to it. Bye, everybody. Good to see you. Later.